Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer news. We start with Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva, as it has been reported that Barcelona plan to pursue the 27-year-old Premier League star after Jules Koundé deal. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about second choice goalkeeper Neto, it has been reported that the Barca veteran has been offered to Napoli after a move to Celta Vigo collapsed. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. It is well established that Barcelona have set their sights firmly on a new defender. Such was confirmed by the club's president Juan Laporta in a recent presser, with all the signs pointing to a move for Jules Koundé. The Sevilla starlet is undisputedly the top defensive target for Xavi as he looks to shore up his options at the back. Barcelona even appear to be favourites in the race to sign the Frenchman, who is also a target for Chelsea. Should Koundé end up joining Barca this summer, one can be forgiven to imagine, it is the end of the road for Barca so far as their transfer activity is concerned. However, speaking to his own Here We Go podcast, Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Barcelona have no plans of stopping their spree just yet. Once the signing of Koundé is complete, the club are likely to go after Bernardo Silva. The Manchester City star is believed to be one of Xavi's favourite players, and it's no secret that the Barca coach want him as a direct replacement for Frenkie de Jong. The Dutchman is facing immense pressure from the club to leave Camp Nou, and with Manchester United stepping up their efforts, it would not come as a surprise to see him depart Catalonia. Xavi has long maintained that he rates de Jong highly, and if he has to get rid of him this summer, he would demand a player of a similar class. Bernardo Silva fits the bill well, having established himself as a creative linchpin for Man City in recent years. Not to mention, the Portuguese international is tactically compatible with Xavi's setup, as he can operate in the interior role alongside Pedri, with Sergio Busquets holding the fourth in the number 6 slot, effectively allowing Xavi to recreate the esteemed midfield trifecta from his Barcelona days involving himself, Iniesta and Busquets. However, any move would require de Jong to leave Barca, while the club might also need to trigger the third economic lever if they are to afford Silva's signing, as Man City are demanding up to 100 million euros for him. Bernardo Silva have been on Barca radars for quite a while, even though recent reports have not really been talking about him, as Barca continue to focus on Jules Koundé to strengthen the defense. But given what Fabrizio Romano have just said, Barcelona will turn their attention to Bernardo Silva once they are done with Koundé. And of course, we all know going for Bernardo Silva is on condition Frenkie de Jong must leave. That's just a fact. Frenkie de Jong must leave before Barca can make any concrete approach for Bernardo Silva. Silva's signing will not be easy though. Man City are demanding very high, 100 million euros, something that is unrealistic for Barca to pay, which means there are still a lot of negotiations that need to be made between Barcelona and Manchester City. So Xavi likes the player a lot, given by what reports have been saying. Xavi prefers Bernardo Silva to Frenkie de Jong because he believes that Bernardo Silva even fits his style than Frenkie de Jong. But notwithstanding, Xavi have always praised Frenkie de Jong and says he likes Frenkie de Jong a lot. He does not discard him for his plan next season. Of course, Frenkie de Jong will still be a useful player even if he stays. The negotiations for Frenkie de Jong have taken a very, very long time between Manchester United and Barcelona. Of course, both clubs have already agreed on an 85 million euro grant package for him, but the player is still unwilling to leave up to this very point in time, something that has been hindering Manchester United to complete that deal. So if Barca continue to put pressure as they are doing right now to push Frenkie de Jong away from the club, then they are going to go strongly for Bernardo Silva. Of course, Silva signing will not be easy. 100 million euros, Barca, we don't see Barca paying that amount, right? So a lot of negotiations still need to take place between Barcelona and Manchester City. And also talking about Frenkie de Jong, whose future still remains uncertain, and the way Barca have been putting pressure is now annoying the player, according to reports. Frenkie de Jong does not like the way Barca have been taking his future, and he feels like he's been pushed away unjustly from the club. So there are bigger things still to happen ahead of this summer transfer window. How the Frenkie de Jong saga will end, nobody knows. But what I wish is Frenkie de Jong should not leave Barca in such a very bad mode. Of course, normally it's not his fault that the club are in a precarious situation financially, and it's going to be so unfortunate that he becomes a scapegoat in this scenario. Then on to the next story of discussion. A report from Sport has provided a fresh update on the future of Barcelona goalkeeper Neto. The goalkeeper, who is celebrating his 33rd birthday today, is no longer in the plans for manager Xavi, and he's headed for an exit this summer. Neto has been left out of the squad that traveled to the US for the pre-season tour in order for him to sort out his future. The Brazilian international was in negotiations to join La Liga rival Celta Vigo, only to refuse the move late in the day due to disagreements over wages. Now though, a return to Italy could be on the cards for the goalkeeper, as he has been offered to Serie A giants Napoli. Of course, Napoli are in the market for a new goalkeeper after David Ospina left the club to join Al Nassr. Luciano Spalletti's side are looking for an experienced option to compete with Alex Meret in the goalkeeping spot at Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Napoli are looking at options such as Kilo Navas of Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea second-choice goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga. Amidst this, the Serie A heavyweights have now been offered a chance to sign Neto. Neto Morora is no stranger to the Italian top flight, having had stints with Fiorentina and Juventus in the past. Neto made over 80 senior appearances across two clubs before moving to Spain by joining Valencia in 2019. A return to Serie A could augur well for the 33-year-old, who has hardly found any game time since joining Barcelona in 2019. Over the past few seasons, Napoli have shown the inclination to rotate their goalkeepers constantly across competitions, which could help Neto gain regular playing time, which is his main priority. Barca for Japan are happy to hand him a letter of freedom and let him leave for free. What now remains to be seen is if Napoli are willing to consider signing the Brazilian. Neto have been one of the most talked about French players. Of course, leaving Barcelona have not been easy. He had a chance to leave for Celta Vigo some days back, but it shocked everyone that he refused because of issues of wages and so on and so forth. Barcelona is desperately trying so hard to get rid of this out-of-favor player, something that have not proved to be easy. But Neto, who I've been talking about lacking game time, definitely would admire going to a club where he sees regular game time. But of course, it has already been proven that he prefers the money than the game time, because at Barcelona, there was a lot of times he said he wants to stay despite being on the bench, and that was clearly showing that he prefers to sit on the bench taking a high salary than going to a team that he plays regularly and taking a lower salary. So let's see how Napoli will end up with him, if they will negotiate well, because if the money is not enough for him, what I see from Neto is he would still refuse that move. Hopefully he does leave so that we can clear the room for our wage bill. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.